This isn't flying, this is falling with style.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated movie scenes that we will never forget.
Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big strong man showed up?
Yes! What is up with that?
She is a princess!
For this list, we'll be looking at the most iconic and impactful moments from full-length cartoon features. If there's an unforgettable animated scene we somehow forgot, remind us of it in the comments. Number 10. First Flight, How to Train Your Dragon. Hiccup's connection with Toothless, an injured dragon he befriends, is a joy to watch. Seeing their friendship blossom is wonderful.
Okay there, bud. We're gonna take this nice and slow. Here we go. Position 3, no, 4.
One of the best demonstrations of their bond comes when the duo takes to the skies for the first time together. It's clear both are enjoying themselves, though there are a few hiccups, pardon the pun, along the way.
Oh, this is amazing! The wind in my cheat sheet! Stop!
Hiccup loses his flight cheat sheet, they run into a few rocks, and there's several close calls. But once they start moving in sync with one another, their flight really takes off. Flying scenes are always fun, but the great mix of awe, excitement, and even comedy make this scene truly special.
Come on!
Number 9. All the Princesses. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Who made your gown? I've never seen anything quite like it.
Oh, this old thing?
Oh, I'd so love to have one of my own.
As would I.
Me too.
Best outfit ever.
As children, many of us imagined what it would be like for every Disney princess to appear together in one movie. But we didn't need to wish upon a star for Ralph Breaks the Internet to make our dreams come true. While trying to avoid security, Vanellope stumbles into a gaggle, a flock, what's the proper word for a group of princesses?
Do you have magic hair?
No.
Magic hands?
No.
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No.
Cursed?
No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
No. Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?
Regardless, she finds herself among her fellow Disney royals. She's able to quickly befriend them after proving she has the required bad life experiences to relate to the princesses. They even have a sleepover. Filled to the brim with hilarious in-jokes about Disney princess tropes, this scene is everything we wanted.
Sometimes your song can't start until you go someplace to reflect. What works for some of us is finding a form of water and staring at it.
What?
Well, except for an entire movie based around them all, we're still waiting, Disney. Number 8. We Don't Talk About Bruno, Encanto.
Driving for the frame, right so long it's back. When he calls your name, it all fades to black.
This gorgeous Disney film is unconventional in many ways, but its most out-of-the-box song is also its most incredible. While seeking information about her estranged uncle Bruno, Mirabelle's family members and her fellow townsfolk tell her rumors and anecdotes about him through song. Every singer brings a distinct voice or musical style to the mix. Not only is the tune catchy, but it also increases the overall air of mystery and intrigue that surrounds Bruno.
It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always let the abuela in the family fumbling, grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand.
Everything culminates in all the characters singing their parts in an explosive and overlapping chorus. By balancing so many different elements so beautifully, We Don't Talk About Bruno became one of Disney's greatest songs. We don't think we'll ever stop discussing it.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Number 7. Parting the Red Sea, The Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt is full of amazing and memorable scenes. Honestly, we were tempted to stop right at the beginning to highlight the emotional opening number Deliver Us.
Baby brother, come back someday. Come and deliver us too.
But the true scene-stealing moment came out at the climax. When Moses needs to help his people escape from an army, he uses his staff to create a new path forward through the Red Sea.
With this staff, you shall do my wonders.
The The water animation is breathtakingly gorgeous and still holds up over 2 decades later. And although the army tries to catch up, the water rushes in and keeps Moses and his people safe. This dramatic and awe-inspiring scene will always take our breath away. Number 6. Finally meeting. Your name. Standing as the only anime moment to make our list, this film shows what happens when teenagers Taki and Mitsuha find themselves switching bodies.
滝くんは東京に住む同い年の高校生で
ど田舎暮らしの三葉との入れ替わりは不定期で週に 2,3 度不意に訪れるトリガーは眠ること原因は不明
But distance and even time keep them from meeting properly. Ultimately, the duo does eventually encounter each other atop a mountain. The whole movie has been building up to the moment they get to speak after getting to know one another indirectly.
滝くんがいる滝くん
お前に会いに来たんだ
It's a tremendously cathartic and stunning scene that also has some great comedy. Additionally, it's also more memorable because they try in vain to retain their memories of each other. If only we could all meet our soulmates in such a dramatic fashion.
目が覚めても忘れないようにさ名前書いとこうぜほら
Number 5. Superman, the Iron Giant. Although the titular enormous robot of this film is intimidating and has the capacity for great destruction, his friendship with a young boy named Hogarth is incredibly wholesome.
You're made of metal, but you have feelings, and you think about things, and that means you have a soul, and souls don't die.
Unfortunately, a certain paranoid government agent gives the go-ahead to fire a nuclear missile at the Giant's location without any thought for the nearby town. The robot sees only one way to save innocent people. With the missile bearing down on them, the Giant decides to sacrifice himself.
No following.
His final word illustrates not only who he admires, but also who he emulates through his actions. The Man of Steel would be proud, and so are we. We love rewatching this scene. Through our tears, of course.
You are who you choose to be.
Number 4. Married montage. Up. The first scene in Up is one we couldn't forget if we tried. After watching Carl and Ellie meet as adorable kids, we get a montage of the life they shared together. We then watch them grow up, get married, and start a life together. But they suffer a major heartbreak when Ellie has complications during her pregnancy. After they work through their tragedy together, Carl tries to surprise Ellie with a trip, but that's when she passes away. Seeing the history of this couple get condensed into less than 10 minutes set to unforgettable music gets us bawling every time. This emotional bombshell of an introduction will stay with us forever. Number 3. Belle and Beast's First Dance, Beauty and the Beast. If people were asked to think about one scene from this iconic film, we'd be willing to bet they would immediately picture a certain French ballroom.
Tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong.
Despite the unusual circumstances that brought them together, the duo starts to develop feelings for each other. But one evening together really seals the deal. Both Belle and Beast put on the most gorgeous outfits they can find in the castle. As Mrs. Potts the Teapot sings a tune as old as song, the pair enjoys dinner and share romantic glances.
Small to say the least, both
a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast.
Everything builds up to the moment where the world fades away and the two just dance together. The romance, the outfits, and the timeless song will stay with us until this movie is as old as time.
Rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Number 2, Circle of Life, The Lion King. After the sun rose on this awesome scene, it never set. The opening to The Lion King feels as primal as any landscape and as sweeping and majestic as any symphony. While that incredible song plays, we're treated to some of Disney's most spectacular 2D animation ever. We stand in awe as groups of animals come together to witness Simba's debut as the new heir of Pride Rock. As the little lion is displayed and the music swells, you can't help but feel like you're witnessing something profound and universal. The nostalgic scene will always remind us of how beautiful the circle of life is. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Once Upon a December, Anastasia, a dance of memories worth remembering.
Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember.
Let It Go, Frozen. We're never gonna let this song go.
Past is in the past. Let it go, when I rise like the break of dawn.
The Genie's Impressions, Aladdin. Robin Williams' comedic gifts will never be forgotten.
Can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
Genie, I need help.
All right, Sparky, here's the deal. If you want to court the little lady, you gotta be a straight shooter. Do you got it?
Miguel sings to Coco, Coco. As if we could forget a song called Remember Me or a scene that made us sob.
Remember me each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be.
Bambi's mother dies, Bambi. Generations have been traumatized by this moment.
Don't look back! Keep running! Keep running!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Facing the Furnace, Toy Story 3. The third Toy Story film has a few moments that are written as indelibly on our souls as Andy's name is on Woody's boot. Andy's goodbye to his toys always gets us. But a more harrowing scene stands out. At one point, Woody, Buzz, and the gang are trapped on a conveyor belt that's headed for an incinerator. Faced with their pending destruction, the toys reach out to each other one last time. And hey look, the claw. Seeing them get saved made us breathe a huge sigh of relief. Although disaster is narrowly avoided, we still witnessed an intense and moving scene about mortality in a movie about toys.
You were so brave. You saved our lives.
And we are eternally grateful. My boy.
It also makes us hope we'll have friends who stay with us to the end, too. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.